Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome to the YouTube channel Health Q, the place where our mission is to motivate you to look at the brighter side of the health. We are 1 minute earlier. Oh, no, it's almost 4. Okay, so that's great. We are here live, and this is another live Ask Me session, which we have designed this to make sure that we are able to answer all the questions that you have related to your health. That is in my domain right now. So please feel free to put down the questions that are related to the videos that I've created in my previous channel uploads. So if you are the viewer, make sure to make use of this live video updates, because this is the way we can connect, and this is the way you can get better idea about your health concern. So super excited to be here. Meanwhile, the COVID-19 thing is going on. Everybody is right now locked down almost. So I hope you guys are safe and make sure to maintain and social distance so that we can help each other to prevent this deadly disease of coronavirus together. Okay, so please, I would be there online till 4:20. The plan is to keep the session for 20 minutes. So feel free to put down all your questions in the comment box so that I can read it on the side, and then we can have the discussion. Meanwhile, I'll keep this open for 1 minute so that in 1 minute all the questions can pop up, and then we will start the Q&A. So I'll start answering the question. So 1 minute, we'll be here and we'll see what are the questions coming up. So give me just a moment, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute. Meanwhile, make sure to post your questions in the comment. Okay, guys, so I am back. I hope so. We have got 5 people right now watching this video. So, hello to everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are healthy, wealthy, and fine. So, make sure to put down all the questions that you have and feel free. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, so we have our first question right now, and this is from Mr. Zakala Nagarjuna. Madam, can I continue muscle stimulation and synkinesis? Mr. Nagarjuna, if synkinesis is there, muscle stimulation is not advisable. The reason being, this activates the miswiring. So synkinesis is nothing but miswiring of the nerve. So nerves are regenerating, right? If that doesn't regenerate in a right way, if they miswire, at that time synkinesis happens. So in synkinesis situation, usually stimulation is stopped. And if it is 10 also, it's mostly galvanic or Faradic. That too, it's a very precise process which takes a lot of decision making from a physiotherapist side. But mostly synkinesis should not like in synkinesis, electrical stimulation should not be given. So I would, from my point of view, I would recommend don't continue electrical stimulation. So we have next question from Mr. Sunil Babu. Hello, Mr. Sunil, and he is asking, Madam, my age is 27. I have pain in both my knees while walking and bending. Cracking sound comes continuously. I feel worried. Okay, Mr. Sunil, I would like to ask you one more thing here. Are you involved in any kind of sports? Do you play any game on a regular basis, professionally or non-professionally? Please answer that. That will help me out to answer your questions in a better way. Okay, so I'm also going live on Instagram right now. So I'll just say live to the Instagram audience. Give me a moment. Hello guys, welcome to this live video session. I'm doing this live video session not only on my YouTube channel but also on Instagram. So welcome. So if you have got any questions related to your health that is related to the videos that are posted, make sure to post it. Okay, so Mr. Sunil has said, I contacted many orthopedicians but they just given painkiller and calcium tablets, but it was no use. So you are not involved in any sport. Okay, so what I would suggest is, if you have got knee pain, that too is associated with bending activity, very high chances is that your quadricep muscle or else your front thigh muscles could be weaker, which in general also male have. and tendency of. Can I also get your age? Yeah, it's 27, right? So it is very important that you focus on strengthening your quadricep group of muscles. Now, there are many ways to strengthen. Squatting exercise that is done in a very graded way is one way to improve your knee strength. Second way of quadricep strengthening is some exercises called as static quadricep VMO strengthening. I have made a bunch of videos on knee pain exercises. You can watch that video and do those exercises. That would be very helpful for you. So I'll take the next question from Mr. Zakala Nagarjuna, and he's telling, Madam, synkinesis will go automatically. No, synkinesis usually don't go automatically. It requires a strict regime of exercises, which comprises first of facial massage, followed by facial stretching exercises, and that after that followed by some guided exercise program, which is done with the help of a physiotherapist. So make sure to see a good physiotherapist who can help you in doing that. So next question is from Deepika, and she's telling, hi ma'am, please explain about high hand deformities in CP kids. Okay, so there are many deformities that can happen in CP kids. Mostly cerebral palsy child have the problem of spasticity, which means the muscle tone is very high, due to which they are not able to close their hand or close their fist in a very strong way. In same way, they are not able to open their fist in a strong way. This is the biggest problem that a CP child will face. So what happens is, clawing or else keeping the hand closed is the tendency that they will usually have in CPKs, right? So this is the basic deformity or else hand deformity. Now what happens when this is the problem? This causes impact in a lot of day-to-day activities. The hand opening is one of the major part of your gripping. If your hand is not opening properly, you're not able to gain that right grip, and this deformity is problematic. And the way to prevent it, first is to prevent. So as sooner you start the therapy for your child, whenever you determine or else you find out that your child is having cerebral palsy, the faster it recovers. So the best way is to stretch the hand. So hand stretching is one way. Second is splinting. So making sure that your child wears in splint, in which the hand is in complete open and extended position. So there is something called as cock-up splint, static cock-up splint and dynamic cock-up splint. These two splints are easily available, and these are usually worn in the child who are in higher tendency of developing this deformity. Now there are also some belts that helps in maintaining the correct position of the hand, because CP child are also not able to do this pronation and supination movement, so like moving the hand back and front. Now this causes problem. Okay, so that's why there's one more skater, it's called a skater. It's a kind of belt which is worn on this hand, and this helps in maintaining the hand in the correct position, and that also helps in also maintaining the elbow straight, because elbow bending is also a second problem that develops in cerebral palsy. So yeah, these are some of the common deformities that in CP child will develop, and early intervention with help of physiotherapy and exercises helps in managing that. Now, the second question I'll take from Mr. Krishna Dave. Hello. And he is asking, any suggestion for back pain due to sudden change in position? Yes, sudden change in position can lead to back pain, because this is, if your back muscles are weak, they are much higher prone to develop muscle strains. Muscle strains are nothing but muscle catch that happens whenever a muscle is doing a movement that is awkward in nature, or else which the muscle is not used to doing, or else if a movement is very forceful and the strength of that muscle is low. So the best way in order to prevent this kind of pain is first making sure you modify your posture, avoid the posture that increases the pain. Second thing, do not suddenly change your position. Make sure, be little bit mindful in doing your positional changes and then do that. And the third thing that you can do is to strengthen your back muscles. Along with back muscles, also make sure you strengthen your abdominal muscles, because abdominal muscles are also equally responsible for maintaining a good spine health. So I hope, Mr. Krishna, this answers your question. Any other questions you would like to ask me, guys? Okay, so we have somebody joining in Instagram. So Urmi is there. Hello, Urmi. Viren is there. Mr. Dishank is there. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Mr. Dashang is telling hi, and Mr. Krishna is telling thank you. Welcome, Mr. Krishna. Okay, so feel free to put on your questions. I would love to answer them. And in today's session, I would also like to talk about some coronavirus updates. Definitely, I'm not the person who is authorized to say this, but this is something that, as a preventive measure, everybody should say. Right now, we are in a stage where we should maintain a good amount of social distance in order to prevent the virus infection. So make sure that all the governance or its governing bodies is giving you instruction. Make sure you follow them so that we can beat this epidemic as soon as possible. So we have a question from Zoya Singh. Hi Zoya, she's telling, ma'am, I'm suffering from Bell's palsy. How many days this fully recover? Zoya, this is one of the most commonly asked question that I get. I would like to tell you, usually Bell's palsy takes around 3 months of time. Sometimes, if the problem or else the nerve damage is more, it might take some a bit longer, depending on your overall health situation, depending on your stress levels, and depending on how faster your immunity or else immune system helps you to recover from this problem, right? But usually, you can consider a time frame of 3 months. I hope this answers your question. I'll take the next question, which is from Mr. Sunil Babu again. All joints of my body are getting cracking sound frequently. What is the reason for this? Is it a sign of osteoarthritis? Mr. Sunil, no, this is not the sign of osteoarthritis. We generally have this tendency of developing this cracking and popping sound. This happens due to bursting of the CO2 bubbles that is formed in the fluids that is present inside our body, especially inside our joints. Okay, if your pain, swelling, and cracking and popping sound is evident, then only this is something needs to be worried about. Now, knee gets more commonly this cracking sound because the knee has got more synovial fluid, since it is totally dependent on many bones and there are many structures around it. But don't worry about it, it would be fine. Your knee pain can be managed very well with the help of exercises. Make sure that you exercise your thigh muscles well. Take the help of a physiotherapist in doing this. I hope this answers your question, Mr. Sunil. I'll take the next question, which is from Priya. Hi, Priya. She's asking, ma'am, it's been 4 months with Bell's palsy now, and I can smile and I can raise my eyebrow 60% and can close my eye. But I've noticed from 15 days that whenever I close eye or raise eyebrow, my cheeks move. Yes, so this is a sign of synkinesis, one of the commonest complication of Bell's palsy. But don't get scared. This is nothing dangerous. It's just that miswiring of nerve is causing this. If it is an early stage, you can get rid of this by making sure that you inhibit the muscles that are going in wrong direction. For example, as you said, whenever you're closing your eyes or raising your eyebrows, your cheeks also move, right? So what you need to do, you have to keep a hand above the around the cheek, and then you do the movement, stopping the movement that happened, or else you can assist the right movement pattern, stopping this helps in prevention of the synkinesis that happens on the face. I hope this helps. Okay, thank you, Priya, for this question. Okay, so we have few more attendees on the Instagram. So Mr. Piyush Jain is waving hi. Hello, Dr. Piyush Jain. And Mrs. Revati also is there. Hello, Mrs. Revati. Thank you so much for joining in. Please pour in your questions. Okay, so we have a question from Mr. Yashwant, and he is asked, hello ma'am, explain stimulation. Okay, so what is stimulation? So stimulation is nothing but an way to pass electric current to stimulate your paralyzed nerves or else paralyzed muscles, right? Now the stimulation is provided by two type of current. One is called as galvanic stimulation, which is a just and direct current, and another one is in Faradic stimulation, which kind of stimulates more group of muscles, right? Now usually the galvanic stimulation is the stimulation which is of choice when it is in the case of facial paralysis, where individual now are totally paralyzed. Now the purpose of giving stimulation is to make sure that the muscles know the right movement pattern. Now, when the paralysis is happening, these muscles will stop moving, right? So they forget the right movement. What is the right movement? At the same time, due to lack of movement, this muscles tends to lose its girth. They will start getting shrinked up. Okay, and in order to prevent this shrinking, stimulation is required. Stimulation makes sure that the blood flow to that muscles is going on. At the same time, it also makes sure that that movement, that contraction in that particular muscle happens. That's the purpose of stimulation. Now, it doesn't directly impact your nerve recovery at all, but it activates the nerve endings, right? So whenever this nerve are getting regenerated, this will activate that and will help you out in preventing the other secondary complications of facial paralysis, like lack of movement, muscle shrinkage, muscle tightness, etc. So it is very judgment, like the judgment is done on a very core level by the physiotherapist, depending on what are the symptoms that a patient is showing. I'm sorry, there's a call coming which I need to disconnect right now. So what are the symptoms that a patient is showing, and based on that the treatment is decided, and or else the stimulation is given. So I hope this answers your question. So I'll take another question from, okay, so we are live again. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next question I'll take is from, okay, Priya is telling, thank you so much. Thank you, Priya. From Mr. Nagarjuna. Ma'am, in synkinesis, is there only physical exercises or else any equipment? No, there's no equipment. It's just the exercises that helps in prevention of synkinesis. You can go for Botox therapy, but these are all advanced therapy and it is very rarely used. Mostly exercises only helps in managing synkinesis. Okay, so Priya is asking again, you have been with my journey since 4 months and your comments helped me to recover. Thank you, Priya. Thank you so much for your appreciation. Mr. Sunil Babu is also telling a thank you. Thank you so much for joining this live video session. Tanisha is there and she's asking, hi doctor, can synkinesis happen on the affected side of the face? Because whenever I blink, I can feel my cheeks and lips move very slightly. Is this synkinesis or is it normal? Yes, synkinesis can happen on affected and non-affected side both. Now there is a lot of research that is happening on why this happens, but usually the theory says it's just because of the miswiring, but sometimes the normal side also gets affected with synkinesis due to overactivity of the muscles. What happens when a patient tries to do movement and puts a lot of effort on the normal side, it irradiates, okay, and this leads to developmental synkinesis on the other side, but it is rare. If in your situation it's very mild, you can prevent this by first making sure before you start doing exercise, make sure you massage your face well. Followed by that, do some stretching for your face. I've made video on both of them, make sure to watch it, and then only do your facial exercises. That will help you out in preventing synkinesis development. So we have a few more people joined in on Instagram. So Susitra is there. Hi Susi. Mr. Chanda is there. Hi, Chanda. And Mr. Samay Zone is there. Hello. Thank you so much for joining in. Okay, Mr. Yashwant is also saying hi and thank you. Welcome. Welcome so much. Okay, we have got Mr. Ankit Pandit who has joined the session. Hello, Mr. Ankit. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. We are in short of time. It's already 4:19, so we'll extend this. Hello, Mr. Ankit. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. We are in short of time. It's already 4:19, so we'll extend this session. And make sure, guys, to stay tuned with me on my community tab. So to get up all the updates, I have a channel named HealthQ. You are watching this channel right now. So in my community, I constantly update on when the next live video session is happening. So you'll stay updated to it. So make sure to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notified every single time a new video is uploaded. Mr. Kashyap is there. Hello. Okay, so Sabrina's wonderful word is there. Hello. From London, you are amazing. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you so much for all your love. Okay, guys, if any other question is there, feel free to ask. Meanwhile, I would like to talk about my current content that I'm posting that's on knee. So I've kept the theme of this month, that is knee pain. So I'm trying to cover all the topics from knee pain in kids to knee pain in adults to knee pain in elderly. So I'm trying to make this channel Health Q as a channel for family, right? Family's health channel, because I believe as an individual, it's when you have a health problem, it's just not up to you, it's your entire family gets involved. And if you want to stay healthy, it's important that your family stays healthy. So we would like to try to cover all the topics for entire family health. Okay, so Mr. Kashyap is there. He's saying hello. Hello, Mr. Kashyap. This is Krishna student, actually. Okay, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. If you have got any health related queries, you can post right now. I would love to answer them. So that's what is the mission of this channel now. So you must be seeing that I'm not posting more of Bell's palsy videos these days, less of cerebral palsy videos, because guys, the reason is I've almost created all the content around the knowledge that I had, or else I felt I should share with it in my video formats. So it's almost everything is out there. So that's why I'm doing this live video session, so that I can know what are the queries that you are having related to your health, so that I can answer them one on one. That I feel that's much more interactive and better way. So, Mr. Yashwant Shinde is asking some question. I had facial paralysis due to stroke. I was very depressed. Your videos motivated me now, and I have recovered 90%. Thank you so much for all the support. It feels great that my videos are helping you, and that was the content's aim, or else you can say this was the intention of making this video. And if it is helping, thank you. It feels great. Thank you for sharing your experience with me. So, even I would like to share this, guys. It's a recent clinical finding which I've seen. So, currently, I'm seeing one patient who is having stroke. Okay, now usually in stroke, the facial paralysis happen in 1/4 of the face. This is usually spared, but this patient was showing lack of movement in this forehead movement, this movement, and even frowning, and this was because of lack of understanding and confusion, which happens very normally post stroke, right? So it's been 4 days of therapy. Now the patient has started raising the eyebrows, doing this frowning movement, and blowing the nose. Now the what you can say, the weakness is lying only around the oral region. So what I'm making him do right now in order to activate this is I'm asking them to smile. Now this was a very important clinical finding that I saw. Whenever I asked a patient to do smiling exercise and I said smile, the amount of smile that he could do was less. But when I cracked a joke in front of him, and at that time when he smiled, there was a lot of facial contraction that happened on the affected side. What showed me that whenever a facial movement is incorporated with an expression that is coming in from an emotional level, you will get much higher, or I'll say better recovery. So the moral of the story for this is, if you are having trouble in asymmetry of smile, the best way or is the best exercise to do is watch some comedy content. If laughter is something that will help you out in recovering in this problem, make sure to watch all the content that you find funny. Smile more, and that smiling will activate your buccinator muscle and helps you gain faster recovery. There is shadows, me and you. Hello, I'm fine. How are you doing? Okay, so Mr. Zakala Nagarjuna is asking, Madam, after recovery of synkinesis, no electrical stimulation is not required at all. Electrical stimulation is required only in the early stage where there is no muscle contraction present on that muscle group. Once slightest of contraction is also started, you don't need electrical stimulation. You can absolutely stop. Okay, so please stop electrical stimulation. Just focus on the exercises. Just if you have a baby, right? Just make your baby smile, make your baby talk. That would be more good facial exercise for the child. Tanisha says, same here, doctor. Your videos helped me in this 3 months of treatment. You are a superwoman. Much love. Thank you, Tanisha. Mr. Nagarjuna is asking, after synkinesis required or not? Yeah, it's not required at all. Synkinesis is something that will help you in the initial days of Bell's palsy or else facial paralysis, just to gain that slight contraction, just to give some boost or reactivate the dead nerves that are lying there. That's it. Later on, it's not required. Okay, so Shadows and Me is asking, where is your clinic? So my clinic is in Dome Sandra. This is a place located in Sarjapura Road. You can Google, name of the clinic is Health Zone and Smile Ever Dental Clinic. If you would like to book an appointment, you can take an appointment and then you can visit. Absolutely welcome. Okay, so anything else you would like to ask me, guys? It's almost the end. Okay, so it's 4:26. Still, we have got 4 minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I would love to answer them. Okay, so she's my daughter. She was sleeping and now she's awake. This is a live video session going on, baby. Okay, so Mr. Pavan is there. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm very much benefited. Okay, thank you so much for joining in this live video session. Say hello, hello. Say hello. Hi. Hi. Yeah, so she's my daughter and she's enjoying her time right now of summer vacation, which started very soon. Okay, Ankit Pandit is asking, ma'am, Bell's palsy automatically recover होता है क्या? Mostly recover हो जाता है, लेकिन थोड़ी सी मेडिसिन की ज़रूरत पड़ती है क्योंकि मेडिसिन हेल्प करती है जो इन्फ्लेमेशन हुआ है, जो वायरल इन्फेक्शन हुआ है उसको कम्बैट करने में, और जो आई ड्रॉप्स दिए जाते हैं वो आँखों को प्रिवेंट करने के लिए होते हैं, तो उसके लिए ज़रूरत पड़ती है. सो सिर्फ ऑटोमेटिकली वेट मत करो. मेक श्योर अगर आपको बेल्स पाल्सी हुआ है तो ज़रूर डॉक्टर के पास जाओ और ट्रीटमेंट लो उसका और एक्सरसाइजेस करो. आप ज़रूर ठीक हो जाओगे. Okay, so Mr. Nagarjuna is saying, thank you, madam. You're helping me. Welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so Shadows, Me and You is telling, I'm a second year BBD student at KIPT Bangalore. Oh, that's great. Raj is waving. Hello, Raj. Ragini Gautam has joined, and Shadows, Me and You is telling, I got to know you through LinkedIn. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Mr. Krishna. Okay, so Mr. Pavan Kumar is asking, I'm unable to pronounce some words, which will you please guide me? I'm suffering from 1 week for Bell's palsy. Please don't overstress, Pavan, right now on pronunciation. Give rest to your face. Give some time for your muscles to recover. If you do overstress or else more movement around your face, this might lead to a complication called a synkinesis. Your pronunciation would be back. It would be normal. Just follow the 21 exercises videos which I have made. Make sure you watch it and just do those exercises very gently. Don't force the movements at all. You would be fine. Mr. Sunil Babu is asking, ma'am, which food items that increase synovial fluid and cartilage repair? Can you make a video about it? See, I'm not an expert in food space, but what I know in my knowledge is that good food is, first, food that's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, so cod liver oil, sea oil. These are the foods. In vegetarian side, chia seeds, walnuts are good for knee health. That helps in improving the collagen formation. Vitamin C, antioxidant food are something that will be helpful in maintaining a good knee health. I would try to come up with a video about it. Thank you for sharing your suggestion. Okay, Ikara is there. I'm suffering from Bell's palsy from last 7 weeks, but recovery has slowed down to an extent that it seems improving. What should I do? Just wait for more time. Let it recover on its own, then see. Okay, so here we have got some questions on Instagram. Let me go through that. सब जगह पर कॉन्ट्रैक्शन दिखने पर मेडिसिन कर दो तो चलेगा क्या? प्लीज मेडिसिन तभी बंद करो जब आपके डॉक्टर कहते हैं. विदाउट डॉक्टर सजेशन डू नॉट stop a medicine. Shadows and Me is asking, ma'am, can physios prescribe medicines? No, physios not prescribe medicines. Unfortunately, Indian government has not given this right to us. But we can prescribe exercise. That's great, no? Okay, so Mr. Ikra Akram is asking, my muscles have started moving. Should I re-go for TENS? Not at all. Just do exercises. That's more than enough. Okay, Pawan Kumar says, okay, madam, can I take apple juice? Absolutely, you can take apple juice, not a problem at all. Okay, guys, anything else you would like to ask me? I think we are running out of time. It's 4:30, so it's time to end the session. Next live video session would be next week, and I will update you on my community post on my YouTube channel HealthQ. So make sure to subscribe to HealthQ channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. Okay, I've got some few questions. Let me answer them. My Zoya is asking any medicine for Bell's palsy. I cannot prescribe medicine for Bell's palsy because I'm a physiotherapist. Make sure to see an ENT surgeon. They will help you in prescription. Sunil Babu is asking, Madam, food item for increasing synovial fluid. Make a video. As I said, yes, I will make on it. Thank you so much. How coronavirus has affected your work? Not much because I am a freelancer therapist. So what I do is I do home visits and a mix of patients at clinics. So yeah, patient inflow in clinic has reduced definitely, but my home visits are going on well. So yeah, that much it's had affected. Okay, guys. So I hope you found this session helpful. I'll end this session here. See you in next week's video, live video session. Till then, bye bye. One more last question, sorry guys. Ankit is asking, मैम बेल्स पाल्सी में ऑयली थिंग्स खा सकते हैं? सॉरी, अवॉइड कीजिए, ये आपकी ओवरऑल हीलिंग को डिले करेगा, क्योंकि ऑयली थिंग्स जब खाते हैं तो बॉडी में इन्फ्लेमेटरी रिस्पॉन्स होता है, और वो इन्फ्लेमेटरी रिस्पॉन्स आपकी जो ईयर में इरिटेशन और इन्फ्लेमेशन हुआ है उसको कम नहीं होने देगा. इसलिए मेक श्योर यू अवॉइड ईटिंग ऑयली थिंग्स. I hope this answers, Ankit. Yep. Okay, guys. So I'll end this video here. See you in next video session. So make sure to stay tuned and make sure to subscribe to HealthQ channel. Bye bye.